It says, so, one question I have no experience, education, or any certs in the field currently, but I plan to get into cybersecurity. Once I get certs, how should I get experience to get an entry level role? I think we get this question a lot too. So,
Yeah.
I think this would be I think you can give some really good insight on this one. I keep forgetting to do this, but, all right, let's go. Let's go.
Tell me when.
Good to go.
All right. So the short answer is once you get on the path, once you start getting your certs, you'll be more than able to get an entry level role. I think the largest part and what we tend to continuously battle is this expectation management that sometimes isn't there. What is my salary when I start to go in? If you have an expectation of making 60K, I think that's reasonable. Like, I think that's pretty good because it sets you up to be successful because they're probably going to give you a little bit more than that. But we have people with overinflated senses of self who are asking for 100 to $200,000 with no cybersecurity experience, and then they share their experience of not getting that, and that kind of skews the expectation of what the job market really looks like. So, um, here's the quick down and dirty. Get your certifications. Network while you're getting your certifications. While you're networking, create at least 2 to 3 relationships. Those relationships are without a doubt, as long as you go ahead and you follow through on what you're saying, most people you'll probably get a job. Now, I say that with certainty because we tend to hire people that we are familiar with. So if someone has watched you develop and show your initiative from going from zero to getting a certification in order to become serious and get into this field, then I think that they're a lot more likely to put you on the team to pull you in than a person that they don't know, right? So, yeah, get the reps. Um, some of the things that I focus on now, that I will focus on within Sox University, is ensuring that people understand the nomenclature that they're going to come into contact with inside of cybersecurity, and also understanding different various techniques and procedures within the different environments. So, um, I just think that, and also CTFs, going to conferences. Definitely go to conferences in your area. Check out B-Sides, bsides.org. That's Bravo Sides .org. Um, there's a bunch of cybersecurity conferences with a lot of different organizations that's wanting to pick up people who are looking to get into the field.
And I'll just throw this in too, right? Because something that I do a lot on this channel is that on my channel is I explore new softwares, right? So, like last month, Socks joined me to play around with some CTFs, right? I installed like a bunch of different softwares using Docker to try to configure them. Um, bit like playing around with Terraform, with the identity and access management, with the virtual private networks in AWS. Like I said, we're going to be installing Grafana. So one recommendation that I would make, right, is as you're getting your certifications, because a lot of people get certifications, but they don't get practice with what they're learning, right? So I would say start looking up some of the because when you say like you plan to get into cybersecurity, right, that's very broad. So I'd say start honing in on some of the positions that you might be interested in. Like, so that's why I released a video for the identity and access management engineer role. Tomorrow is coming out the cloud security engineer role. Last month, I also had the site reliability engineer role. So start looking into what roles are there, and then looking at the job description to see what do I need to learn to be able to do this job, and then start like practicing. Like, okay, if I want to do the SIEM, right? Let me install something, maybe Splunk, maybe Sumo Logic, maybe Grafana, so that so that I can start seeing how this application works so that when I go on an interview, I can actually talk about, like, actually know what I'm talking about instead of just the theory that I learned from taking the certs. I can actually have some hands-on experience with the softwares that I'm going to be interacting with on the job.
And there is a such thing, just to add to what you're talking about, there is a such thing as being paper perfect. And that's when you look really good in black and white, but when it comes to actual execution, you're not where the organization is expecting you to be.
Yep. Awesome. Thank you for that, Socks. All right.
If you enjoyed the fascinating information shared in this video and you want more, be sure to hit the subscribe button to Tech Coach Ralph to be notified for new videos.
Enigmatic Joker.